Sawadee krap. I think it's been some time since I created any video. So anyway, this one is a very short video. Today I want to share the Katha of Luang Phor Ngern Puttachoke of Wat Bang Klang, Jamulet Pichit. If you're into Thai amulet, then you must know who is Luang Phor Ngern because his root law, especially those that is consecrated by himself, Luang Phor Ngern Puttachoke. My biggest advice to you guys is do not touch it unless you have you are in a very close and good relationship with a real, very senior, very renowned amulet dealer in Thailand, Thai dealer that is, because 99% of what you're seeing out there are mostly fakes. It is selling, the real ones are selling in multi-million baht. One piece of genuine piece, if it's not even, you don't even need to be beautiful, you can easily pay for your HDB flat in cash or any small condominium in cash. Those that's not really beautiful pieces. So Luang Phor Ngern, we believe that any piece of Luang Phor Ngern that is properly consecrated, BTD, Puksek is good enough to be worn on the neck, right, to be worshipped by devotees. Now Luang Phor Ngern Puttachoke, if I don't have the capability of playing those amulets because it's one, the price is really beyond me. Secondly, that one is a very, you need to have many years of experience in learning how to see the real ones because the fake ones are really very closed, right? So there's only a few versions I'm really interested in, and usually nowadays people go, if you really know how to collect Thai amulets, especially for Luang Phor Ngern, usually we go for the ceremony which was so-called BTD, a good ceremony. In other words is the masters that were involved were really good. So during those 2.5, 2 something, 3 something, many amulets during those times, that era, many masters was really powerful, and then many of them were always invited to ceremony like this. For example, the 2515 ceremony, if you buy the Wat Bang Klang actual piece, is still costly. So during that ceremony, many other temples join in the ceremony, and same BT, same ceremony, same blessing, same consecration. So we would collect those other temples like Wat Moon Lake, Wat Thai Nam is also quite costly. Wat Moon Lake, Wat Tha Bo Thong, things like that. We only go for ceremony. But now let me share the Katha of Luang Phor Ngern first. Then I will show you some of the Luang Phor Ngern collection. Katha Luang Phor Ngern Puttachoke. So this is the Katha of Luang Phor Ngern. You can find this Katha written in the temple itself, Wat Bang Klang. The first part consists of the part where we worship Luang Phor Ngern, and then the second part, Khor Phon, that means we ask for blessing from Luang Phor Ngern. And as with any other Katha, the Thais will tell you Thong Namo Samjuk. That means Namo Tassa, the homage to Buddha, the Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa 3 times first. And then we'll start with the first part to worship Luang Phor Ngern first. Akha Ati Akha Ti Akha A Wantami Achaliyanja Hilanya Nama Kangti Rang Siddhi Tantang Maha Te Chang Ithi Mantang Wa Satha Rang. Then the Khor Phon. Siddhi Puttaংกิจจังมามะผู้คุณไหลมาณชาลิติสิทธิธรรมังจิตตังมามะเข้าของไหลมาณชาลิติ สิทธิสังขังจิตตังมามะเงินทองไหลมาณชาลิติพระชิมพลีจะมหาลาภาลาภาลาโภลาพังพวันตุเมOkay, so that's the Katha Luang Phor Ngern. Is the first part is the Bucha. That one is basically in Pali language, so we don't really know what it means. But it's to worship Luang Phor Ngern, Katha Bucha Luang Phor. Now the second part is the Korpon. Korpon means the asking for blessings. If you read carefully, it's actually mentioned Puttang, Tammang, Sangtang. That means 佛法僧, that means the Buddha, his Dharma, and the Sangha. So we are asking for blessings from the triple gems. Okay, Sanpao. Now, if you read carefully, the Pu Kun Laima, the first part, Pu Kun Laima means we're asking for benefactors to help us. Someone with higher knowledge than us or better than us that help us up, pull us up. So life would be much more easier. This is called, Chinese we call 贵人, or I think English we call it benefactors, or people that help us in our life. And then the second version is we ask for khao kong. Khao kong means things that is we need, the material things that we need, food, all the necessities that we need. We won't have shortages. That means we always have abundance of all these material things. So life will be much easier, right? And then the last part is the best part, is the เงินทองไหลมา เงินทองไหลมา ก็คือ money comes into us easily. So we won't be bugged with lack of cash, lack of money to do certain stuff, right? So these are the blessings we're asking from the triple gems. So it's a very comprehensive thing. If my written English there, the pronunciation is not, you feel that it's not right, you can change it to your own pronunciation. It'll be much more easier for you. You just need to memorize the pronunciation of how it's being read, right? So after this, I'll show you what Luang Phor Ngern, the amulet, looks like, right? And then Luang Phor's pictures also. This is Luang Phor Ngern Puttachoke, Wat Bang Klang, Jangwat Pichit. The province is called Pichit. Very near China. That means pretty near temple of Wat Kositaram, Luang Phor Kwe. This is his face. His picture taken back in 25, around 5 something. That means almost 100 over years ago. This is re-edited. This is probably a painting. I borrowed all these pictures from the internet, so you must excuse me. It belongs to someone. Right, so his amulet, his amulet, his rup law is one of the rup law benja. That means the 5 top rup law of Thailand. Right, benja means 5 in Pali. Right, this is also borrowed. This is one of my favorite collection. The 2528 Luang Phor Ngern. Right. This is, look at, judging from the shape, this is probably the xian to, or they call the xian bat, which the head very similar to Elm's bow. Right, this is also this is probably also 2528. This one I'm not sure. Right, but the material looks, the skin of the material looks real. The aging is pretty. This is law bolan. Look at the whitish area. These are called law bolan, or the stains from law bolan. This one probably have a chance of being a very much older version. Right? The aging of the skin is very natural. You cannot fake all this. Although the face is gone. Okay, I'll show you some of the Luang Phor Ngern in my collection. This is called the Puntak, 2528 Luang Puntak. This is just now what you mentioned, the Xian Bat or the Xian To. Xian To would be one of the more popular mo in this range, 2528. They have made 11 moles, but they said total there was about 13. Including one is they call it Jack Mei Kwa, given free to the helpers during the ceremony. Okay, another Sinto is the darker in color. This one is Kamakan. They actually embedded a coat on the Sangkati. Okay, this is called the Sangkati. It's very hard to focus. Hold on. These are all the 2528 batches I have. This is Xian Lik. Xian Lik or Xian Kum. This is the, I don't know what they call this. This is made in 2522, one of the very big ceremony, but importantly, 2522, they invited the leading monk to be Luang Phor Ngern of Wat Padu Shimbli. So with Luang Phor fame now, this is a very collectible piece. Okay. I'm not here to promote any amulet today, just want to show you this Katha and then what is Luang Phor Ngern, because as an amulet collector, you must know who is Luang Phor Ngern. These are the few pieces I picked up from the temple myself many years ago. This one is Nake, Luang Phor actual face. So hard to zoom. This is one of the big ceremony during 2555. They call Luang Phor Ngern. This is 2515, one of the 7 or 8 temples involved. Wat Tha Bua Thong. Wat Tha Bua Thong, I think now the Raka still babao. That means the price is not pricey yet. Unlike the actual temple one, that one is super pricey. Oh, it's so hard to zoom. Right. Okay, so that will be the short video for today. The Katha is shared to you guys for you to channel, because it's Luang Phor Ngern is believed to give protection and to improve so-called bestowing of wealth, to so-called improve your wealth. Right, so you can actually chant the Katha. I chant every day, at least a few times. Right. Phor Ngern is a very, very powerful monk in Thailand. A very, very powerful monk. He is the second master to Luang Phor Ngern, the naval, what you call that? The number one, one of the king's lineage. Right? That's why you have a Luang there. Right? Luang Phor Ngern, after learning everything from Luang Pu Sok, what Pakong Makam Tao, Luang Pu Sok actually told him, there's nothing else to teach you. You need to go and find someone more powerful than me and learn from him. That is Luang Phor Ngern Klang. Right? So he visiting Luang Phor Ngern has a very similar story to like San Guo, to the three kingdoms where Liu Bei, San Gu, Mao Lu. He went to find Luang Phor Ngern a few times, and Luang Phor Ngern, I don't know, intentionally or unintentionally, he didn't manage to see him. Only the last time, I think the third, then Luang Phor Ngern was there and was already waiting for him. Right? So Phor Ngern is a very, very powerful monk. His Katha is passed down till today. Many people are still chanting. Many people are still wearing a Phor Ngern. It doesn't matter which batch, as long as it's a ceremony, proper ceremony made in Klang or Wat Sutat. Wat Sutat, because Luang Phor Ngern, when he ordained in Wat Sutat in Bangkok. Okay, because I think there was a time where he was in a dilemma whether he want to get out and get married or want to stay as a monk So the decision was made lah. So later back he traveled back and then he took over Wat Bang Klang in Pichit. Very powerful monk. Until now, his worshipper is still everywhere, including myself. And then the Katha, I'm sure you'll benefit many of you out there. All right, as per review from you guys, some of the previous kathas that I've shared have already improved some of you guys, so I'm really happy it did help. Right? These are things that I've shared with you for free. And you can just, if you will, to be so disciplined as to chant every day sincerely, I believe you'll somewhere help. So Phor Ngern video stops here. Right? I hope everybody be lucky. Right?